again, everyone, and welcome back to Seed Time and Harvest. Now, Jose, what did we talk about the last time we were here?
Last time we gave an introduction of the tools that are used in the garden, from the raised bed, small gardens, small plots of land, to even the larger plots of land gardens. So there was a variety of tools that we went through.
Right. And can you share with us some encouragement about using our garden tools?
Yes. I want to read from the Desire of Ages, page 72. It talks about how the Lord took care of his tools.
Okay.
It says, as Jesus worked in childhood and youth, mind and body were developed. He did not use his physical powers recklessly, but in such a way as to keep them in health, that he might do the best work in every line. He was not willing to be defective even in the handling of tools. He was perfect as a workman, as he was perfect in character. By his own example, he taught that it is our duty to be industrious, that our work should be performed with exactness and thoroughness, and that such labor is honorable.
Right.
So this teaches us that even the Lord was a handyman, and he took care of his tools. And this also reflected on his character.
Right.
So we need to learn from the Lord and how to take care of our tools, and that's what we're going to look at today, right, Cherie?
Yes, because we know the gardening tools, if you love gardening, you're going to need your tools to last a long time so that you can continue doing what you love. And having tools that are well kept, well taken care of, will extend the length of time that you will have such tools and make it a lot easier, because if you have dull tools, if you don't sharpen or clean your tools, then your work would be a lot more difficult.
Right. Can I give some tips?
Sure.
You know, when you're buying a tool, sometimes you think that, oh, let me just buy something that is affordable, something cheap. And this can be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, depending on the quality.
That's right.
Quality is also important, not just price. So we want to be frugal, and yet we want to make sure that what we get more, if possible, than what we pay for.
Take, for instance, these tools right here. This is a machete. So this quality machete is not very sturdy. Even though it was cheap, we paid $5 for this one. But after a few uses, you see that the blade is all broken up. It's all chipped up. So this tool, investing your money to help you in your garden, I wouldn't choose this one.
How did it get like that?
Well, this is from just cutting grass along the fence.
Hitting rocks.
Or hitting rocks. It got dented. Now, we upgraded, and this one is a little more expensive, but you can see it's still, the quality material is not that strong. But here, I recently went to Jamaica, and we got a Jamaican machete, and you can tell by just trying to flex it, it's a lot more, the material is a lot more sturdy. So being able to invest in quality material for your tool will make the use goes a longer way. Right?
So you get the quality, and then you also have to maintain it, right?
That's correct.
You don't want to just leave your tools out in the rain to get rusted. You want to make sure that your tools have their place.
Yes.
That way you can keep track of them. Because what happens if you're looking for a tool, for example, you're looking for your shovel, and you left it out in the field. You go back into your shed or what have you, wherever you usually keep your tools, and it's not there. So you want to make sure that you keep your tools in their place.
Yes.
That way they're easier to find, and also that they won't rust from the rain or the elements.
So if it does rust, because of course sometimes people may forget their tools outside, and it does rust and it gets dirty, is it like, for instance, this tool right here? This is our rake, and we can see that it has some rust on there. How would you clean this tool?
Well, you could do several things. So here, as we see the rust on it, you can get some sandpaper, and you can work out the rust this way. Now, for the rust, you want to make sure that you get the orange rust out of the way, because this orange rust will continue to grow.
It will spread.
But you can also, I like power tools. You can also use a drill
With the brush on the end.
and
So that works a lot faster than using the sandpaper.
oh yeah, as you can see, that works more effectively. And once you get it shining like that, what you would want to do to keep it from rusting also, if you could hold that for me,
Sure.
you would get some oil. And
So what type of, this is a 3-in-1.
this is a lubricant oil.
Lubricant
you
oil,
could get
okay.
this at any store, any hardware store. And what you want to do is just put a little bit of it, not too much, on your tool. Now you want the whole thing to be bright, but as you can see, this will keep the rust from growing. It will get rid of the rust as well.
Okay.
But
Yes,
you
I see
want
that
you
it's
want to make
coming
sure
up.
you get to the metal first, and this will bring your tool back to life. You can also purchase a rust remover, but as you can see, this works just as
It works
effective.
just as effective. Yes, and another thing we like to use is our wire brush. You know, of course, you go out and you're raking or you're digging holes, but you're going to have debris or dirt on your...
There's
your,
some dirt on this here.
Yes, on your tools. So with the wire brush, it's very helpful to just use that and clean the dust off of it.
And then for harder to reach places in between, you can
Use
use
a
smaller
smaller
one,
brush.
and that will get the dirt in between there.
Okay, so that's a good tool. And if you have sharp tools, the long-handled wire brush will give you a good distance between the pointed tips or machete, the blade, and your hand, so you won't cut yourself. All right, so wire brushes are very effective in getting rid of excess dirt off of your gardening tools.
Right.
All right.
So let's put this back in its place. We want to remember that. Put your tools back in their place. Now, some people don't realize that having a sharp tool is important.
Yes.
You know, even when we look at the machete, if you're hacking away and you have a dull machete, you're going to be exerting
more energy.
That's right. So you're going to be using up a lot more energy just by taking some time and sharpening your tool. Now, what we're going to sharpen is, some may not think that it is good to sharpen a shovel. But in fact, when you're cutting into the ground, when you're cutting into even the grass, you want to be able to flow more freely into that.
And just to mention, when you buy your sharpening tool, you can get a little, like a kit, with different size and types of sharpening tool that would fit whichever tool that you are sharpening. So
Right.
you can purchase these online. It's not that expensive, and you have different types, you know, that will make your sharpening very easy.
Right, and sharpening is not that complicated. This will take a while to sharpen it, so we're not going to make it real sharp right now. But as you can see, what you do is you want to go at an angle at it. And you want to go one way on it. That's the best way. Now, I'm not going to sharpen both sides.
And of course, you want to make sure when you're sharpening your tool, you sharpen away from the blade, away from where you're trying to get sharp, so that you don't injure yourself in the process.
And this will start to get sharp the more you do it. It will take some time, but what is the reason why I would want to sharpen a shovel again?
Again, as you mentioned before, just for emphasis, if you have sharp tools, sharp shovel, you will save a lot of energy. You put the tools to work and not yourself, so that you put your energy to make, you know, other tasks more productive. So having sharp tools will, you know, help you in your garden, make your garden a lot more easy and a lot more fun.
Now, if you're not going to use your tool, and you want to, like we've been telling you, you want to, let me see that shovel. You want to make sure that you get rid of the dirt. You get rid of the dirt, any rust that might be on it. You want to get rid of that. And you want to do this when you're storing it. Get rid of any orange rust or dirt, because not only will the water rust your tool, but also
For
the
the
dirt
dirt
that
will.
you leave on there. And so if you're not going to be using it for a while, what I would recommend also, again, is to oil up your tools. So what you would want to do is you could put that oil into a rag like this and just put a little bit. You don't have to put that much. And just wipe it down with the oil. And this will keep any rust from growing on it. It'll keep your tool nice and ready to be used for the next season if you're putting away for the cold season, or just storing your tool for some time. You want to make sure that your tool is going to last. So again, the pointers, you want to buy something that you know is going to last.
Right.
You want to buy something and you want to take care of it. So you want to make sure that you maintain your tools.
Right.
It's very important.
Your hand tools as well. You don't want to buy loopers or shears that are too heavy so that it will strain your hand. So when you go to purchase your tools, just try them out. Make sure that they're easy to handle and take care of your tools so that you can enjoy your gardening process. When you have a set of tools in your garage, it's like motivation for you to take one out and go in the garden and do something, even if there's nothing there to do.
Right.
So having clean, organized tools will not only save you money, but also save you time going to try to figure out, okay, where did I leave this tool? And you will enjoy your gardening a lot more.
Right. And taking care of your tools is something that also will build character. All
Right.
these things are for character
Patience.
development because it takes time to do that.
Right.
And so you want to make sure that you are mindful of the details.
Yes.
Because you know what? True religion is about details
Details,
also. The little things that count.
Yes. And we'll just lastly show you our storage bin or storage, what would you call this? Ensemble for our tools. Here, this
Our
one.
tool holder.
Tool holder. So this one we purchased for like $9.
Right.
And it really saves us a lot of space. Before we'd have to just try to figure to put them wherever they would fit. But now we can have all our tools in one location so that right in your garage, just before you're going to step outside, you can just grab a tool and go. You know,
and
it
then
makes
bring it
easy.
back and it's stored nice and neatly.
Yes,
Not
yes.
having your tools laying against the wall or anything like that.
Right.
So you want to make sure that you have somewhere to store your
Yeah,
tools.
so this is just one option of a tool holder.
That's right. So as we are transitioning now, we want to take you out into the garden. So that's what we're going to do next time we meet. So join us next time for Seed Time and Harvest. Until then, happy planting.
Happy planting, everyone.